Yeah. What is going on, wrestling fans and YouTubers alike? Chris James is the name. Talking Wrestling is the game. Welcome to Let's Talk Wrestling. Last night, Monday Night Raw, and I'm going to have to steal a quote from Josh Eisenberg of WrestleZone.com. Raw is like Swiss cheese. There's so many holes. Too many holes in last night's show, especially. It started off great. Goldberg and Kevin Owens have their real first confrontation on television. And Goldberg cuts the generic, I'm going to beat him, I'm going to go on to WrestleMania, I'm going to face Lesnar type promo. Kevin Owens cuts a scathing promo about how he beat AJ Styles, John Cena, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, how he beat John Cena on his first night on the WWE main roster. I don't know if they're going to, I mean, there could have been some physicality, but it was the go-home show. They barely built this matchup, you know, talking to each other. This was the first and will be the only instance where they were in the same arena together, you know, cutting promos on each other. Kevin Owens comes out looking a lot better and stronger to win this match after Monday night. A lot of people are thinking, and I'm one of those people, that it could be something like a double disqualification, that Y2J will come out and take out Kevin Owens as maybe he's gonna pin Goldberg, referee distraction, and Lesnar comes out costing Goldberg the match. I know it's gonna appeal to Vince to have Goldberg against Lesnar for the WWE Universal title at WrestleMania. That is a marquee. That's something you can put on the marquee. And as of right now, WrestleMania 33 is looking weak. But if you put Lesnar and Goldberg in a title match and you have Lesnar go over, then Lesnar becomes the Universal Champion and he's a part-timer. He doesn't want to be on Raw. And that's not a title. Like, it's not the same belt that Lesnar had. It's not the WWE World title. He can't just take off with it. It needs to be on Raw. That is their main title. So, I don't know, but I'm looking forward to the match. I think Kevin Owens keeps the belt. And I think the feud that deserves the title match at WrestleMania gets the title match at WrestleMania. Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. But again, Y2J is the United States champion. So they could go in the direction of Kevin Owens losing the title to Goldberg because of Jericho, and Owens saying, "You took my title from me. I'm going to take yours from you." And then it got boring. I really think Raw needs to go back to 2 hours. They can even do 2 hours and 5 minutes or something like that. If they got to go over the 11 o'clock. I mean, sometimes they do anyway. It's too long. There's too many commercials. There's about 100 backstage segments. Mick Foley seems as though he is on his way out as general manager. I know he's got other things that he wants to accomplish this year. And the rumor mill is spinning that Kurt Angle has been signed full-time after WrestleMania 33, and he's going to start appearing on television after WrestleMania. So who better to take Mick Foley's spot as general manager than the Olympic hero, Kurt Angle? Perfect. And he can even mix it up still if he gets cleared by WWE's doctors, which is a big thing. But Stephanie was ripping apart Mick Foley last night in one of the backstage segments. We had Enzo and Cass come out because Big Cass had a one-on-one with Luke Gallows. The club is defending the tag team titles against the Loudmouths Sunday at Fastlane. And because Big Cass won this match, WWE writes itself, it probably means that the club will beat them on Sunday. Keep it going. We once again had the New Day, who are fledgling, who are floating around. There's nothing for them to do. They're not important anymore because they're not the tag team titles, which is why it's great that they're hosting WrestleMania 33. They took on Hard Body Mahal and Handsome Rusev. Poor Rusev, who's taking a break from working out. He said on Twitter today, a little while ago, he's taking 30 days away from working out because it's good to let your body rest sometimes. New Day picks up the easy victory. It took WWE all of like a half an hour to do a corny joke about the Oscars, where they had the Shining Stars come out, but then it was announced that they weren't the right competitors, that the actual tag team that the New Day was going to face was Handsome Rusev and Hardbody Mahal. Stupid WWE. Stupid. New Day picks up the win. I'm happy for him being the host of WrestleMania. They can really excel in that role as The Rock did the past few times that he was the host of WrestleMania 33. We had Tozawa against Noam Dar, two of the most talented superstars on the roster, two of the best wrestlers in the world, and they got 2 minutes. It is very upsetting. And then the other cruiserweight match was Gallagher and Tony Nese. Keep Tony Nese away from a microphone. Let him flex. Please save us, Austin Aries. Neville's going to address the cruiserweight division as a whole tonight. I think he disregards Jack Gallagher. And I think he's already looking towards his WrestleMania moment. He beats Gallagher at Fastlane for sure. But the cruiserweight division is dying on Raw. They get no time. And they have no storylines. It started off great. There were storylines all over. There was a storyline for the title. There were mid-level storylines. There were lower-level storylines between Daivari and Gallagher that put Gallagher over, that got him over. Now he's getting a title shot. They need to keep doing that. And on 205 Live, it's only an hour, and half the crowd's gone because it's after SmackDown. They're not given the proper time to build feuds, superstars, and storylines. That's what fuels the business. The storylines. You can't just throw, like the WWE, they love calling on superstars of yesteryear like Goldberg and Lesnar to come in and have a match. Or interaction in the Royal Rumble and all this stuff. But when they have the superstars right there, I am just waiting for Austin Aries to cement himself into the cruiserweight division and take that title from Neville in a show-stealing match at WrestleMania. What else happened on a boring Monday Night Raw? Sorry about this review being outside. Been busy this week. Didn't get a chance to do it today. Earlier today, but I digress. I'm getting off the subject. Braun Strowman wants Roman Reigns. He can't have Roman Reigns, so he asked Mick Foley for a contract signing. Mick Foley gives him the contract signing, so guess what? That's now the main event. Charlotte and Dana Brooke are out to talk shit about Bayley and Sasha Banks, but Charlotte pulls another wool over the eyes of Bayley and says that Nia Jax is going to be her tag team partner, not Dana Brooke. So Dana Brooke exits stage left. Enter Nia Jax, the most dominating woman on the roster. They are going, I said it last week, they need to insert her into this title picture ASAP and stop playing hot potato with that belt and let Nia Jax be the one to win the title at WrestleMania and have a lengthy run with it. This 1, 2 month, 6 week, 3 week reigns is killing that title. I fully expect Charlotte to beat Bayley on Sunday. Bayley's just not as over as she was on NXT. And that, I'm going to get to the Green Bay crowd because they really hurt Raw last night. But I want to get through this. Nia Jax pins Bayley with the leg drop. She continues to beat everyone. She continues to dominate everyone. She needs to dominate her way into that world title picture and take that belt from either Charlotte or Bayley. At this point, it doesn't matter. You could totally have Charlotte as a heel fight Nia Jax as a heel. At this point, the monster she is, it does not matter at all. I'm going to get to the crowd in a second, but Seth Rollins comes back last night, and it should have been a big deal. But again, the crowd was dead. When they should have popped, they didn't pop. When they should have booed, they didn't boo. They didn't cheer, they didn't nothing. A lot of these sounds from last night's Raw, which is taped live, sounded like they were put in by Kevin Dunn, the producer with the massive chompers that King Ross from What Culture Pro Wrestling loves to talk about. Yeah, the cops got somebody across the street, so if you see the lights, don't worry about it. It's not me. Chris James ain't going to jail tonight. But I digress. Once again, Seth Rollins comes out. The crowd kills it. That interview, whatever it was with Corey Graves, was horrible. It was awkward. Seth Rollins' acting last night was bad. Corey Graves' questioning was bad. Triple H comes out to semi-save this segment. And then Samoa Joe comes out. I thought they were going to attack Rollins. The WWE wants to protect Rollins as long as they can to make sure he's ready for Mania, which he announced last night he will be at WrestleMania. They haven't announced a match. But all things barring another tragedy, it seems like they'll be announcing the match within the next few weeks. Seth Rollins against Triple H at WrestleMania. Samoa Joe gets put into a match against Cesaro, which I thought was going to steal the show. And for the 5 minutes it was on and 4 commercials it had during the match, it did. It did just that. But the match, what was shown on television anyway, was only 5 minutes long. So, it wasn't long enough for Joe to really show what he can do, and it wasn't fast enough to show Joe as a monster like he is. But it did show Cesaro could go, and Joe could go. They know each other from the independent scene. But the match just wasn't all that, and without that muscle buster, I have a hard time with that whatever slam it is, Nagata Slam, or I can't remember what it's called, the SOS or STO, or Samoa Joe's over right now. They need to keep booking him like this. Sami Zayn attacks him after the match. Mick Foley makes the match. Samoa Joe against Sami Zayn at Fastlane. We knew that was coming. And then the main event was a contract signing between Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. There was a Big Show match sprinkled in there against some jobbers, the Shining Stars, and there was a Titus O'Neil against Sheamus match. That happened because of a altercation at catering on Facebook Live earlier yesterday. So yeah, Raw was horrible, but in the end, Braun Strowman once again obliterates Roman Reigns, throwing him into the corner, and the turnbuckles, the ropes broke. Yeah, they were watching WCPW. You're doing something right when WWE starts to kind of mimic your storylines. But that was it for Monday Night Raw, man. And I gotta say, like I said, I have to agree with Josh Eisenberg on this one, that Raw last night was like Swiss cheese. I'm sorry, I dropped something. Raw last night was like Swiss cheese. It had too many holes in it as a go-home show. It didn't get me excited for Fastlane. I get myself excited for Fastlane, and I'm gonna get you guys excited for Fastlane in a couple of days when I do my predictions and breakdown video. What'd you guys think about Raw? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, thumbs up, subscribe to the page if you haven't. As you can see, things change. Sometimes I'm in the cave, sometimes I'm out here. But here on Let's Talk Wrestling, you gotta remember there are no gimmicks needed. It's just me, the camera, and you, the viewers, talking about wrestling. So tell a friend to tell a friend about Let's Talk Wrestling. Let me know what you thought about Raw last night. I can't even give it a letter grade because I don't think it deserves a B, but I don't think it deserves a C. So I just think Raw was meh once again. But like this video, share it, and subscribe to the page. Let's Talk Wrestling tonight. SmackDown starts in about an hour. I'm going to get ready to watch it. Peace out.